Hi, it's Devin here, and this is for Mini War Games. He asked me about the scale differences between Lord of the Rings miniatures, Perry miniatures, and fireforge. Look, in general, they look well in a mixed unit. Lord of the Rings and Perry's were sculpted by the Perry brothers, obviously, so everything I can tell with them is that they are the same scale, and they look to have the same sort of proportions to them. The one thing you got to be careful with when you get into the plastics of the Lord of the Rings, they're generally just a little bit chunkier, but even then they're not too bad. If I can line these two up, you can see that they're roughly the same height as well. With the fireforge, one thing I can say about them is their heads are a little bit bigger, and their weapons are chunkier, not by much, so I haven't had too many problems with them side by side. I'll put another little guy there, he's just squatting down, so I don't seem to have a problem with matching or mixing those miniatures on foot with one another. Move these guys aside. If we have a look at horses though, old rider of Rohan here that I've had for a while, who has a bit of dust on him. So this is Lord of the Rings horse, and this is a Perry horse, and I've got ones here with similar sculpts, and basically they are the same height, the same width. Looking from above, when I first thought the Perry ones were a bit thin, they seem to be right on par with the Lord of the Rings. When I bring in a fireforge one, I think this is why I think they're a bit thin, because you can see when you compare the fireforge guys that their horses are definitely wider at the hips and the shoulders, and they're a little taller as well, not by much, but just a little taller. So again, I don't think I have a problem running them side by side. I mean, I run Lord of the Rings miniatures side by side mounted with fireforge ones, and I don't see any problems with them. I think they're all very much in that 28mm scale. There's probably some heroic, I suppose, touches, if you want to say, in terms of scale wise to some of the fireforge, but I haven't come across any problems with them. I hope that helps. And look, I'm going to continue to use them side by side, unless you're really pedantic on some of the tiny little scale things. I don't think you'll have a problem. So there you go guys, and I'll talk to you next time.